Hi there. Is the first time in a while that I go live here on my own uh, Facebook profile, and I actually use this filter because I feel like the color is pretty nice. I go live here because I feel like I want to connect with the friends who actually not following me in any of my other platform. Like, this is Palo Santo, so I want to come live here to connect with everyone, my family, people in Thailand, whoever that show up. If some friends in Thailand show up, I will speak some Thai here. If not, I will speak English because most of people who are my friends on Facebook are English speaker. So yeah, I just want to stop by and just to burn this Palo Santo and connect with you. I want to invite you to connect with yourself and also to take this opportunity of the last day of 2020. We are at the edge of 2020 right now, and we're about to enter to the new chapter together. At least here where I am in Germany. Maybe if you are in Australia, you are already in 2021. I think not yet, almost. And yeah, I have a cup of tea, so I want to celebrate this moment with all of you who walk this journey, this path beside me, and for being my companion even on how to say it, on the internet, in the social world. I want to bring back or remind people that social media don't have to be so negative, or just to look at something you don't want to see. You always have a choice. Like when I hear someone say, oh, I hate Facebook, or I hate Instagram, or I hate all kind of things, and when I hear that, and I feel like hate is just a strong word. Maybe you can change that, and or maybe you can just ask yourself why you hate it, and why you hate it. I mean, hates it. And to yeah, it's always good to have the reason of don't like something, because when we look through it again in different perspective, maybe we can find another way to see it. Because for me, I am using Facebook to connect with those who actually enjoy the same thing as I do. And I have learned so much, I have to say, through social media, especially in 2020. I have learned so much, and I got inspired by so many amazing people. Facebook, I use not so much here on my own profile. As you can see, I post mostly is my work about crochet. And yeah, but I use Messenger to connect with my friends who are not here with me and in the other side of the world, and also for friends in Thailand and family as well. Like my mom, she start to see my work because I post it on Facebook. Hi Kari, it's so nice you're here. And yeah, I just want to say that if we learn to use social media, or learn to use Facebook in a way to to inspire us and not to drain us, that would be something useful. So it's really is your own choice what you want to use the platform for. So I want to celebrate the moment that we have this technology to connect to one another. Yeah, I drink not ganmaisha today. This one is Chao Gulan tea. It's the Chinese tea, and it's very, very good. I don't want to talk about the benefit of the tea today. But yeah, if you have something in your hand, just let's drink this together. Mm. Now I feel like I want to remove this filter because it's keep asking me, oh, I can remove. Let's go back. So without the filter, I was just thinking like without the filter, it's a little bit pale, but it's good. I hope you can hear me well. And yeah, um, what I wanted to share with you is I want to ask you if you are also doing a journal. Do you write a journal? I start to write a journal just a month ago, like almost every day, almost every day. Maybe I miss one or two, but I wanted to say that since I start to write the journal, it's so amazing. Like really, I feel like I can put my thoughts and the thing that I always have so much in my head into. I show you my journal book, quite big, into a paper, very big, and it has like clothes. I yeah, I love. The first day was a little bit like, oh, what am I gonna write in here? It's just a big page, and I was listening to the book called The Artist Way, and she was saying that if you take a moment in the morning to write 3 pages, it doesn't matter what you write in there. It can be something that you think is so silly, like I have to do laundry today, I have to vacuum, I didn't do this yet, I didn't do that, whatever that in your mind, because sometimes we think that we have all figured out in our head, but when it's a lot, we kind of forget the important thing that we wanted to do or wanted to learn, for example. And I didn't think of the benefit of writing in a book so much before, because I love writing, and most of the time I just write in my phone or my computer, but it's totally different things. But before, I kind of like really stubborn. It's like, oh, come on, writing is writing, but it's really not the same thing. If you are like me before, who love to write and think the same, that oh, writing in the book and the computer are the same thing, I would highly suggest you to get a book and write in your book, and just to see, maybe try. I'm just gonna open the window. Hi Nadine, I see some people joining. It's nice. And if anyone from crochet family joining, I'm not gonna talk about crochet today. I just want to talk about what I'm interested and what I wanted to share with friends who actually not crocheting. My mind is overwhelmed lately. I find myself forgetting things. Yeah, I think you will love it, Carrie, because I never know that writing in the book is so nice, because like I said, I write in the computer all the time. It's become so useful, like not so useful, like habit not to just write fast on the computer. When I write in the computer, it's really like faster than I write in a book. And the thing is, the first day was very hard because I kind of I don't know what language I want to write. I have to be honest. Like first I write in Thai, and my Thai writing, it was so not nice. I don't wanted to say that because I didn't used to write in Thai so much, and especially write in the book. And then I was like, oh, maybe because of the pen that I want to show you the pen that I love now. It was like, oh, maybe it's the pen that I don't like, don't get used to use this pen. And then I changed to write in English, and I feel so bad to write English. Is so funny. Maybe because like part of me feel like, why do you write in English? This book is just for me. And also, I want to tell you one thing. It's very personal, but I want to share it anyway, because I think many people don't write, maybe because like me, I stopped writing because I used to love to write when I was a child, like when I was, I think, 8 9 years old. I write every single day in my diary, and then another kids in the house like take my diary and read to everyone in the family, and I feel so shame to write my dreams and just about, I just I just lost trust of, that I can't have a secret with the universe, that someone gonna open my book and read my secret and laugh about me and laugh about my dreams and laugh about, yeah, everything that I write. And that kind of like blocked me from writing in the book. And I kind of like lost trust, you know what I mean? Like, as a child, when something happened, we, as an adult, we like to think, like, now I'm adult, and sometimes I have to go back to have this mind of a little girl again, and to understand that when we were a little girl, we don't think that we are a little girl. I don't know about you, but for me, when I was a little girl, I always think that at that moment, because, like, if I was when I was 8 years old, I don't think that, okay, I know that I'm a kid, but like, I'm not an adult, but in my body, in my consciousness, in my awareness at that time, I am the, the eldest. For me, I don't know how to say it, like, at that age, I have never been that old before. You know what I mean? I have been 5 years old, I have been 1 year old, I have been two, three, four, five, six, seven, but I have never been 8 years old before. So when I was 8 years old, I was old from my point of view, because I have never been that old. And many of us think, oh, children or kids, they don't know so much. But actually, we know maybe even more than we are adult, because I think when we are young, we are not adapt so much into the society, what society tell us to be, to think, or even to do. Because, okay, we don't have a duty, or we don't have a much responsibility. We don't have to go out and work and make money and pay the bill. We have the journey in front of us, we have the time to do what we want to do. And so we have this courage, we have these dreams, and we don't have fear. Do you remember when you were a child, how many things you want to do, how much, like when you were a child? I don't know for you, but for me, when I was a child, I feel like I still have that in me. But I just wanted to say that we don't adapt into fear, like where we are right now. Like, now when something happen a little bit, like, we start to get panic, because we see in the news, we see other people suffering, we see many things that the media show us, and also our own experience as growing up to be who we are. But if we only live from the thing that not so present in our life, we don't give the room, or we don't allow the new opportunity to, or life to show us another way to grow or to live. Now I have to close the window again. Someone is throwing the bottle. So what I'm saying is, it's good to understand that everything is moving and changing, and it's good not to forget our dreams and our, all the things that we used to believe. Like, oh, I'm growing up, I don't believe in magic anymore, and that's sad. And when I say word magic, I don't talking about any voodoo or any magic trick. I'm talking about the magic that life brings to us every single day. The magic of the sunrise, and the magic of the sunset, the magic of the full moon, for example, the magic of the snowflake, the magic of the raindrop, the magic of the sound when the rain, hit your, I don't know, the sound of the rain. Like, here I cannot hear so much. I I still can hear the sound of the rain when it's strong, but in Thailand, because the roof is different, so this is the magic in life that I'm talking about. And I never lost that. And I feel, even though I see the snow before 8 years ago, I still love seeing snow, and I still love seeing the sun rise, and even the sun in the sky, like every evening, when we now it's like afternoon, the sun already leaving, i I feel that it's so beautiful, you know, the color of the sky that changing last night, not last night, yesterday, when we went for a walk, when the sun come out. And I just feel like this is the most beautiful thing I have seen all day. Because you know, when all day is gray and not so much color in the sky, when just the color in the sky is already make me happy. So I want to come back to story. Hi Edsel. Hi, thank you for being here. Hi Tata. I just want to come back to story about writing again. I stopped to write, and I kind of like, I feel like those people block me. Not, they're not block me, but because they read my diary, so my writing was blocked. But the thing is, I was blocked myself because I feel shame, I feel guilt, so I don't write anymore, and I just don't trust that, you know, that my journal will just be for me. Because growing up in a family that everyone just around you, and they just want to know what you're doing all the time, and also the kids, they don't respect like the kids are the word sometimes. Like when you're a child and they just, you know, yeah, all, I mean, all the kids that in the same age with you. So yeah, I just need to learn to forgive that, and I already did forgive all of that, and for that I start to write again. And now I am so happy that I don't have to carry this, you know, this past with me anymore. It's already the past. I experienced that, and I think I need to learn the lesson of forgiveness, and like to forgive even the kids who, yeah, the people in my family who read my diary. And you know, I just have to cultivate more trust in my life. So yeah, when I start to write my journal again, it's really healing to me. And so I just wanted to share this with you. And yeah, talking about a pen, I got this very cute. I was like, okay, maybe I would write better if I have a nice pen. So I got this mermaid pen online, and it's not just look cute, it writes so good too. And now the first week I write very funny, because like I said, I used to only write in a computer, and now when I write in my journal, I can see week by week that I improve my writing. My writing change, and the way I write is not in the hurry anymore. Because when, I don't know, when I write in a book, my mind is was like, I can see myself so much from just journaling, or you know, journaling. You said I can see my pattern and myself so much by doing that. Because the first week I write like, I myself, I couldn't read, and I didn't read. I don't go back to read everything I write. I just write in the moment what I feel. So it was like writing so fast that I could just, I the the text was not really the text, because my mind was so fast, and my hand was just like making the movement of what is in my mind. And it was so interesting. And the week after, I can see that I slow down, like the way I write is not that fast anymore. So I would love to hear also from you, if you are write your journal, and maybe you write every single day, and this is like, you know, not happen to you, or maybe this also happened to you. I would love to hear that. So what I wanted to say, that I, after now, for weeks, because I started the first day, actually exactly the 1st of December, when I was started writing this book. But it's just a big book, and I still have a lot pages to continue. And yeah, I love it so much, and now become my ritual. Every single day I have to write this journal. And another thing I want to share today with my friends who are watching this, but you cannot read this. I think it's kind of like back and forward, because the camera face on in front of me. This is a card from Louise Hay. It's called um, Power Thought cards. So it's a really like a card to, like affirmation cards. I don't know if you know Louise Hay. She is my mentor. This is her, and I love her so much. I feel like when I pick the card from this deck, I ask and she answered me. It's so amazing. So last night I got this card. Also, the art is very nice. It said, "Divine wisdom guides me." So beautiful, no? Very nice small card, and you can carry with you everywhere. I am guided throughout this day. I'm making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. I am safe. I love this. And sometimes when I got a card, I just hold it for a couple days and work with this card until I feel like now I want to pick another card. So this is a card that I'm going to work today, and maybe I pick another card tonight. So yeah, this is kind of my ritual to start or end my days. If I don't do it in the first thing in the morning, I will then write in the night. So yeah, that's what I do. I would love to also know if anyone have any cards that you wanted to share with me, so you can leave them in the comments below, because I think this is very early for many of you who are my friends here on internet. So I just feel like I want to go live, so I do it now. If you watch this in replay, just let me know about your favorite cards. I would love to get to know your cards. My tea is cold. So yeah, now I want to also talk about intention. How do you feel? How do you feel today? Do you feel any different? Because today is the last day of 2020. For you is not so different. Have to be honest that I feel kind of like I don't feel that I want to make like a party, or anyway you can't make party or doing a big celebration. But I have a wish yesterday when we went to the giving tree. If you don't know what is the giving tree, you can see in the post I post here earlier. I post many photo in the past week about the giving tree, which is not far from where we live, and we can just go there every day when we are home to hug this tree. I feel so good when I hug this tree, and I feel connected. I feel connected with the earth. I feel the sky is open, and I feel, even it's so cold yesterday, but I still feel this connection, and I feel that nature has so much to give, no? Sometimes we look so much from somewhere that the luxury, or when you talk about healing, when you're talking about consciousness, when you talk about awareness, people think that you have to go somewhere to to get this thing, or you have to pay the money to, you know, experience all these things. But actually it's not true. This all this thing is already in you and around you. Is all the matter of practice, right? And I even met one guy in Thailand a couple years ago. I'm gonna go like this. Oops. Yeah. Okay. I just want to tell you a story. I met a guy a couple years ago in the north of Thailand, and then we were talking about, he asked us, "Oh, what you're doing here?" And back then I was giving a lot of classes, doing meditation, and then he asked like, "What is about this meditation and healing?" And I just explained to him like, just, I'm not here to heal anyone. I always say that I'm not heal anyone, because I can only have a power to heal myself. My job is to maybe inspire other people to start to heal themselves if they want to. And then he asked about meditation, like, and then he said to me, this is just the luxury thing that not everyone can do it. And I feel like, what do you mean? I don't like to, I know people think different, and I accept that, but he was so strongly that what we are doing or what we are practicing is not for everyone. Like, it's not reachable, and some people don't even know how to think positive. And I kind of like, I'm not not agree with that, because I know everyone have a different background, and for some it's harder to think positive, and some it's easier to think positive. But one thing I know for sure, that this is available for everyone. It's not that you have to be special to think positive. No, you don't have to be anything, but you have a choice to think positive or negative, and you have a choice to choose what you want to feel today. You don't have to feel what your parents said to you, or someone else on the street said to you, that you should feel this way or you should feel that way. Everyone can say 1,000 things to you, but you are the one who have to make a decision for your life. And I just like said to him, like, okay, I respect your point of view, but I think different. I think that everyone have a choice to choose either, you know, for example, Louise Hay, this healer, this amazing woman who passed already this year. She didn't have an amazing life as a childhood. She was an abusive, like she was abused by, you know, the people when she was just 5 years old, and she turned out to be one of the most amazing being that the earth could ever have, you know, or has. And she still, because she still have this need or want to change her life and want to think different. So I wanted to say that you don't have to come from the family that they are going to church every Sunday, or the family that are yogi, or the family that are Buddhist, or the people who go to temple every day. It doesn't matter where you come from, and it doesn't matter what is your story in the past, because the matter is today, like now. What do you want to feel? It's just simple as that, like the question to ask yourself. I recorded a guided meditation last year, and I just discovered this video again yesterday, like my own guided meditation. And I was listening to this guided meditation again yesterday, like 3 times. First, I was like, this is crazy. I listened to my own guided meditation. How weird is that? But it's not weird. Like sometimes the things that you feel, there's no times, you know, like this moment is the now, and if it's come to you, open yourself to receive it and to listen and to learn. Sometimes you, or many times you can learn so much from your younger self, and you think, oh, I'm not that anymore. I'm not that anymore. I'm growing up. I'm going through that and become who I am today. So I have knowledge. But sometimes when we take out that hat or that ego, we can learn from a 5 years old girl or boy or the kids, or we can learn from the elders 80 years old, that they live in totally in a different generation that we are. We can learn so much from, even just go out to the tree. We can learn from just, or even from the bird that just sing their song without caring so much who listen or not listen. So now today I start my life here with the teaching from the bird out there that sing outside my windows. You can't hear them today. They don't come, but usually they come. We have little snow today, like really tiny bit. So I want to be like the birds, like all the birds out there, that they're still singing beautiful song, either you listen it to them or not. So I wanted to come to life because I want to sing the song. I want to share the thing that helped me. I want to share the thing that make me happy. And being here singing my song is also part of the happiness, and I don't mind how many people are going to be here. And if you're here, I'm very happy that you're here. So what I wanted to say, that the meditation that I listened yesterday, it was a very simple practice, like a 4 questions that I have to come back to ask myself every single day now. I think last year I was into this daily meditation. I'm still doing daily meditation, but I'm not really ask myself questions so much anymore. So, but these 4 questions that I actually loved yesterday, when Kai woke up, I just said to him like, "Oh, can you listen to this meditation with me?" And we like listened together one more time. So it was like just 8-minute meditation, you know, like short. I don't want to send you to listen to any of my meditation. I just want to share with you these 4 things, 4 questions. And it was so nice to ask myself, like the first question, what I want to feel today. Have you ever asked yourself what you want to feel today? And we would go around and ask people, how are you today? Do you really mean it? And you ever asked yourself, how are you today? How do you feel today? So I think it's very important to learn to ask questions to yourself before you go out to ask to anyone else. It's the same thing with love, no? When people say, I love you, but they barely know how to love themselves. And I find it a little bit just the lip service, you know what I mean? So I have to be careful now when people say to me, I love you, I love you. And I have to be careful before I say I love you to anyone. I really need to mean it, because love is just a powerful thing, and love is a powerful word. But people use it um don't know how to find a word to express my feeling, that what I wanted to say. People use it without meaning it so much. Just say it because, everyone's saying it. And I learned the hard way. Like, I used to work with the people who every single day said to me, I love you, I love you. And when the moment something go wrong, when just a little tiny thing went wrong, that person shut down from me and block me and don't talk to me anymore, just for the little thing that it could be able to talk about it and go through it together. So 1,000 words of that person said to me that I love you actually is mean nothing. And yeah, I learned that it's not that I lose trust, because everyone is different, and I be aware also with my own self. When I say word love, do I really mean it? Do I know what love is? Do I ask myself today how I want to feel, what I want to feel before I go out to ask other people? So many times we also take us, we who we are, like take ourselves for granted, because we like, oh, I know her, I know Maya, I know she's good, I know Carrie, I know Kari, I know Megan. So when you see yourself every single day, you don't really take the time to look at yourself and smile to yourself and just say, hey, good morning, so nice we wake up again. And I say we because the body and the consciousness is totally different thing. And I don't want to talk so much about this thing because everyone have a different belief. But you are not the body. The body work with you, work for you. And I'm so grateful for my body. And every single day I'm just like, I'm living in this body, and I have the consciousness, the way that I can see myself. So the one who's seeing, the seer, is not what I'm seeing. It sounds so complicated for many of you, I know. But what I wanted to say that I always take the time to, and when I say we, also I feel like that little child in me still live in this body, like my inner child. And I want to make sure that I love her and I respect her and I give her what she might miss in the past, and now she's fulfilled, and now that she feel love from me. And I heard many people tell me the story of themselves, like they hold on to the story that people in their past, either their parent or their lover, their husband, their wife, they left them and they don't feel love, and they just hold on this anger toward those people in the past, and they're so hard to find the love back to themselves. And then I just feel like it's just totally different thing, the love from what other people give you and the love that you give yourself. And I think if we always look for the outside for the love, that who can give me love the way I want, we miss the whole thing about love. Like, we miss the opportunity to actually give ourselves the love that we want to receive. And when I talk about self-love, and I know many religions or many practice or many people not agree about self-love, how you love the self. And when I talk about self-love or self-care or self-respect or self-empowerment, I'm talking about Stop seeing yourself as a victim. Stop seeing yourself as stupid or you don't know anything. Because, you know, I still know some people who like to call themselves stupid, and it's hurt me so much when I hear that. Because if you see yourself stupid, how you want the world to see you, how you want the people in your family to see you, how you want your lover to see you, how you want your friends to see you. Do you go out and tell your friend, hey, you stupid? No, you don't do that. So if you don't do that to your best friend, don't do that to yourself. It's not fair. Like, it's not fair to treat yourself like shit. You have to learn to love yourself before you can love other people. This is like really cliche somehow, because you hear a lot all the time on the internet, but it is true. Hi Chrissy. Hi love, so nice you're joining. And yeah, I just wanted to say that if we take a moment every single day to just look at our own eyes, the reflection of our own eyes, without saying to ourselves, oh, I'm look so old today, oh, I'm look so this and that today, like without any judgment, how you look, it doesn't matter how you look today. You are beautiful as you are every single day. And the beauty is not even about the look. The beauty is about the feeling. Like when I ask you, share with you the question that I actually ask myself now, like the full question that I used to ask myself, and then I forget because I do another practice, and now I come back to ask myself again. So the first question, I'm gonna pour some tea. So the first question is, how do I want to feel? Like how I want to feel today. How I want to feel today. When was the last time you asked yourself this question? Hi Francis. Hi everyone who are here. I'm happy you take the time to connect. Kari, are you still here? When was the last time you asked yourself, how do you want to feel today? Ah, it's nice. It's hot. So yeah, I feel like if you never asked yourself that, or it was like a long time already, maybe you can ask yourself that today. Today is a good day to ask a good question. Every day is opportunity, because you know what? You have never been here. You have never been here before on the 31st, of December 2020. Can you imagine today? You have never been here. Today is the first time you are here. Like me too. How could we not celebrate? And it's not because it's 31st of December. Every single day is a new day. If you think this way, you have never been here before. Yesterday you already spent. You already spent doing whatever you want. Either crochet, go out for a walk, talking to a friend, building your furniture, painting the wall. You know, every day is so unique. And we just take it for granted. Oh, Monday again. Oh, Tuesday again. Oh, Wednesday again. But you have never been in this Wednesday or Tuesday or Thursday of this day before. This is so new, and this is a gift. This is a gift. Your breath is a gift. So yeah, Carrie, you said you have never asked yourself that question before, or that in a too long time, or for a long time. Today is a good day for you, Carrie. You ask yourself now, what do you want to feel today? And really give that. And you don't have limit, Kari, and all of you. You don't have to feel bad if you want to feel good. For example, you can want anything you want. You can want anything you want. That sounds so funny. Hi Rosanna, so nice you're here. So yeah, it's so simple, right? To just ask ourselves, what do I want to feel today? And just take a moment to take a book, and maybe you write the first question in your book. What do I want to feel today? I'm gonna do that after this conversation with you. I'm gonna write my book, and maybe you take your book and write too, and let me know later on how you feel. You first ask the question, what do I want to feel today? and write it down. You can write all the pages, like many pages. What do you want to feel today? And that's going to be super healing and super fulfilling. And it's not come from anyone or anywhere else. You don't even have to pay for it. You don't even have to go anywhere. You just have to be here with yourself, with your journal, with your breath, with your pen, with your heart open and your mind open, and just release the thing. And if even this simple question, if sometimes it stir you and if you want to cry, please do it. Whatever want to come from you, or even you want to laugh because you allow yourself to feel good, please do it. You are allowed to do, to be, to feel anything that you want. Nobody stop you, so don't stop yourself. And yeah, many times, nobody tell us to do or don't do things, but we just stop ourselves. We are the one who stand on our way all the time, most of the time actually. And we think like, oh, we didn't do that because we don't have enough knowledge. We didn't do that because we are not have a loving family. We didn't do that because we don't have the time to do it. We find the excuses all the time not to do or not to feel the way we want, or anything that we want in our life. But that is the excuses. So maybe write that also, like write all the excuses and maybe burn it and so you don't have to go back to the excuses that holding you back. And we blame other people because they hurt us in the past, because they don't believe in us. Who they are to believe in us if we don't believe in ourselves, really? And even the millions people, thousands and millions people out there believe in you, and you don't believe in yourself. What the use of it? What the use of it? Because if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to do it anyway. You're not gonna make a step toward your dream. You're not going to do anything. You're just going to keep collecting the excuses not to do. Am I right here? I'm saying this is not because I know better than you, but because I am that too. I was like that too, because I know that we are as a human being, and that's what we learn. That's what we see other people doing it. It's easier to blame. Like, it's easier to blame someone else because we put the responsibility to someone else so that we feel powerless. Actually, we didn't feel powerful to blame other people. It's the other way around. If you think that you blame that people for your shit life, sorry to say that word, you feel powerless because you give the power away to that situation. You give the power away to that people. You give a power away to the past. You give a power away to the thing you can't change. It's already gone. It's done. It's finished. Why do you dig back the thing, the food in the trash that when you eat it, it's going to hurt your stomach? You know it, right? It's going to hurt your stomach. So stop doing it. Stop eating the spoiled food. Stop eating the thing in the trash. Stop digging the past and hurting yourself. So yes, it's your choice. It's your choice to take back the power. Take back the power is not to blame your own self. I'm not asking you to blame yourself. I'm asking you to let go of the blame. Not blame them and not blame you, but just simply let go of blame, because blame is no use. Blame is only make you feel bad, make you feel like, yeah, because of that, because of them, I am like this. This is really the victim. Just hear that sound in your head when you say that. I'm not be who I am. I'm not doing the job I love. I'm not happy because of that. And I am powerless because many things that make me cannot do, cannot be. So it's your choice again. If you want to take back your power, you don't have to blame yourself. I'm saying again, take back your power, meaning that I am starting to create my life from now. Maybe that is true in the past, that you feel that in the past, and it's okay. I don't want you to go back and change your belief. It doesn't matter anymore. where you are now is the most important thing. And I'm telling myself to every single day that every day is the opportunity to think again and to feel again. So ask yourself, how do you want to feel? We come back to this question again and just start to really write it down how you want to feel and how can you get here from here to there. You know, you want to feel like that. Feeling you can just feel now. But if you have so much that you want to create in your life materially, like materially, the thing that you need, the actual thing you need to feel and touch and hold is possible, but it takes time because you really need to close the gap between what you want, where you want, and where you are. And the only way to close that gap is to feel good, is to feel good in your body. Because good feeling create the beautiful world. And I'm not talking about the humanity, the whole world out there. I'm talking about your own world. You don't have to die and go to hell. You can live in hell right now while you are living, because nobody know what happened after death unless those who die and come back to tell us. But I'm still here and I have no experience about death and I cannot talk about death. But I know for sure that if you're not feeling good in your body, in your heart, in your mind right now, you are not living. You are dying while you're still breathing, and that is the worst thing ever. So if you don't want to live in hell while you still walk on the earth under the sky, maybe you make a new decision. What do you want to feel? It's not that difficult to actually feel good. You can just feel good by seeing the dance of the leaves. I can feel good by that, and it's truly am. Like when I see the leaves that moving, I just like, wow, it's make music, is contributing to my life. And I say thank you, it's make me smile. I see the colors changing in the sky, or even the full moon the other day, last night, when we was driving back home. It was not that completely full, but when I look up to the sky and it's just so majestic and it's just so mystic, and it's contributing something into my feeling, to my life in that moment. And when I think of it now, I still feel it, because the feeling you can recall, and the feeling is something that you can give it to yourself. Hi Dawn, nice that you're joining. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you, because many people, I know that we have a different condition. I don't like this word condition, but it is real for people who are have to face with pain in the body or in the mind or emotion. And I'm nobody to tell you to forget your pain, or do the thing that maybe you said to me, Maya, you have no idea, you don't have a pain body, you just talking about positive thinking, that is impossible for me. And I wanted to say, if you say it's impossible for you, that will be your reality, because you are much more powerful than you think you are. Every word you speak dictate your life. And if you don't see it by now, I also don't know what to say more, because I am a believer, a true believer, or the believer of that I am creating my own life. And it's not because I have a most beautiful life on earth so I can say that. No, I have one of the shitty life one could ever experience, and I go through that. I overcome that, and I thank all that experience, because it really helped me to see that it's possible. It's possible to think again. It's possible to create a life from the mud. I have this bag, but I don't know where it is now. It said, no mud, no lotus. And it is so true. Lotus is one of my favorite flower, because lotus is the purest and also it's come from the mud, you know. And if you think that the lotus that you see that they offering to the monk, to the Buddha, and you know, when you see, if you study a little bit about Buddhism or see Buddha statue, you see the Buddha sitting inside the lotus, or also in the Chinese goddess. And yeah, the lotus is represent the purity, but also the reminding that the lotus itself come from the mud. And I see myself like that. And if you have a difficult life, either in the past or now, I want you to remember that no mud, no lotus. So if you are living in the mud right now, knowing that it shall pass and you will go through that. And I want to share this also, the four state of the lotus that I learned in the school when I was young. There's a four state of the lotus. When the lotus in the mud, and when there is not so much consciousness, but you know, you are already a lotus. Either you in the mud or not in the mud. And that is the first state that you're still learning about everything and making, you know, this decision. Either you're gonna stay in the mud forever or you want to come out. And the second state is when it's coming out of the mud but still under the water. You know, the lotus is come from under the water. So the mud and there's water, the pond, and then when it come out from the mud, it's still under the water. Can't see so much the outside, but out of the mud already, but still under the water. And yeah, still didn't see the light though, but moving to the next state, no, start to having the consciousness. And then the third state is come even higher, like exactly the same level with the water, but it's not yet go out to see the sun. So the third state is like you see the light from the sun above the water. You know it's there. You know that change your thinking. It will change your feeling, and you're practicing it. Sometimes you have doubt because it's not yet come just like that. Because many of us want result. I meditate today 15 minutes. I want to be awakened. No, it's not going to work that way. When people ask me, why are you meditating? Like, what do you get from that? I get nothing. I get nothing from meditating. I just get rid of things. I don't have to get anything from meditation. Like, you know, you will not get anything from the meditation. You maybe get rid of things that you don't need. So I just see my meditation like that. Like, I'm not sitting on the mat or sitting here to meditate just to get something. I'm sitting here to get rid of something, to let go of the doubt, let go of the thing that's holding me back. And that's why I'm meditating. So sometimes you still have doubt when you are in third state, but in the fourth state, it's the moment you go above the water and you see the sun and you open. When the lotus is open, and at the time that come to the knowing, and not even believing anymore. Like, knowing and believing is different. So, but the belief that you have constantly inside of you is become the thing, like it's building the trust or the knowing. So when the lotus in the fourth state, it's kind of like there's no more doubt, no more going back, you know. And yeah, there's a stage, and it's okay where you are, where we are today. We just have to accept ourselves and learn to ask a good question. What do you want to feel today? This is the first question I explained so long, because I think this is the most important question that we don't ask ourselves. We don't care what we're gonna feel. We just live by, default like the phone, you buy the phone, and then it's have a default, and you just live your life by default. You don't live your life by intention, because you don't have any intention, because you don't know that you can have the intention. But today I want to remind you that you are allowed to have and to feel the way you want it to. Nobody come to tell you that you cannot be, do, or have, feel the certain way you want. It's only you that stop you, and you have to to stay out of the way. Stay out of the way. Every time you start to have this doubt, you are on the way of your own way again. Stay out of the way and come back here to this question. What do I want to feel today? Thank you, Kari. I'm glad you love the story of the lotus. Me too. Haven't talked about this for a long time, and it's so nice to remind myself about that as well. And the second question is, what do you want to experience today? Maybe it sounds the same, but it's not the same. What do you want to feel today? And what do you want to experience today? I love to write what I want to experience, even though it's not yet there. But I just kind of like, I see this book, not just a journal book that I write, the thing inside of me, but I also write what I want to experience before it even come true. And for some people, maybe it sounds like, oh, you crazy. But it's not. When I write it, and I just have this feeling, I need to drink tea. I just have this feeling that it will come true. So just play with it. Just, this is your own book. You don't have to be afraid of anyone saying anything to you. You can write anything you want. And I love to write what I want to experience. And yeah, just ask yourself what you want to experience. Can even go to details. Have fun. Maybe you want to experience that when you go out for a walk, you will see a beautiful creature that come out and say hello to you. Anything that you want to experience, you can write it down, and you can just feel it in your heart too. Feel it as it's already happening. And it's nice to allow your body to feel joy. It's nice to allow your body to feel happy. And yeah, it's just a little thing that you can give to yourself. You don't have to wait for anyone to wrap this good feeling into the box and put the ribbon on it and say, this is a gift for you. You can give this gift to you every single day and every single minute if you want to. So that is the second question. And the third question, ask yourself, what you want to receive. It doesn't have to be thing. It can be, again, feeling. Feelings is a big thing. Feelings move the world. People fighting and hurting each other because they feel anger and rage. This is also feelings. Feelings move things either up or down, or left or right, and to different directions. And we think that feelings is something is not so important, but actually feelings, emotions is what move everything in this whole entire planet. Because if we feel more love every single day, we want to give love to ourselves, then we want to give love to other people, because we know this is a good feeling and we want everyone to feel it too. But if we don't know how to feel good, how can we give a very good feeling or the very true feelings to other people? Then it becomes just what we learn in the school, like just say a nice word because we want to be a nice person. But that is not enough anymore. Do you want to teach your children like that? Just give a lip service to one another and don't know how to really truly feel? I don't want that. And I don't even have children, but I don't want my cousin or people in my family and the people in my community to just go around and just say a word and without feel it, you know. It just doesn't, it's not true to me. And yeah, I just want you to also pay attention to more of your feelings and what you want to receive today. It can be, I want to receive peace of mind, you know. Learning to receive can be a big journey for some people. Learning to open your heart to receive, for some people it's really difficult, because many of us um, have a different feelings of word receiving. Because receiving, why many people feel like giving is easier than receiving, myself included. When I give something to someone, it's just so easy to give because it's make me feel good to give. But when you receive, you feel like, oh, I take something for someone, but it's not true. When you really open to receive, you will only receive either feelings or things from those who truly want to give it to you. And when these both quality meet or met, it's just an amazing energy, because one want to give so much and one ready to receive. And this is also in a couple, in a friendship, in a family, in sisters, brothers, because like breathing, inhale and exhale, it has to come together naturally. So when you learn to receive with open heart and without feeling guilt and shame that I am taking, then the fourth question, which is the last question, is what can I give today? What can I give today? Because when you can truly receive love, you can truly receive, you can truly give back as well. Like when you can really inhale full your lungs, not only here but really down to your lungs, then you can also give out, you know. Yeah, so I think it's important to ask these questions every single day. No, what do you think? At least I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to write in my journal after this session. And I think I'm going to end this session today now. And yeah, I'm going to also post this session here on my Maya Earth Sky YouTube channel. I hope I can do screen record and to share that on the channel, because I feel this is a beautiful conversation we have here. And yeah, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me. I see you later. Mwah. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a beautiful transition day. Happy here and now.